Hello everyone, we're back into our Retop of Groot. We're on session 5 here. We're getting ready just to connect these two front and back. So we're just going to go ahead and just jump right on in. They're already combined. I'm just going to jump into my modeling toolkit and start moving some of this stuff around. So get this guy here out of the way. I don't need symmetry. I'll make sure that's turned off. Symmetry is off. Okay, I saw blue on the vertexes, so I thought it was on. Okay, go back to object mode. Go to my modeling toolkit. We'll use target weld. Start getting in here and connecting up some of this stuff. Let's see here. Let's start down over on the cuff. Let's work our way around. If we need to add in some geometry, we can do so. Let's see here. We're going to have to append in this guy here so we have enough geometry. So I'll snap into my appended polygon tool. Enter. I have to move some of these guys away too so we can see what we got going on here. Okay. Looks like I'm going to probably want to append these guys as well. I have to drop in a bunch of extra geometry. Okay, let's move these guys out. Okay, so I'm going to have to run in one extra piece of geometry in this guy here. Let's see where this guy's going to run to. Okay, that'll be okay. I ran it out to the arm. Just give me a little more geometry over there so I can deal with that. Okay, I'll append in this guy here. Oh, not that one. Do some more pending. You could just bridge some of this in, but I like to have a little bit more control, making sure that all the geometry looks right and isn't stretched or looking abnormal. Alright, looks like we're going to need one more edge loop coming across here, so drop one in there. We'll append in these guys. Okay, so these, let's extrude this up and make it to where these guys connect, and let's bridge one over, and that'll be good. So these two here, we'll just extrude that over. So go to Mesh, Tools, Extrude. I'm going to weld these edges together. Oops. Go to vertex mode. Still trying to weld. Okay. We'll add in like another edge loop in with this guy here too, and I'll give some geometry for these guys to run up into. So throw on my draw tool here, and there's that. We'll have a pen to polygon on this guy. That's good. That's good. Let's do one last one right here. And that'll just give us enough geometry in here to connect up with the head. I'm going to save the head connection till later because the head's asymmetrical and the body's going to be symmetrical, so I'm not going to attach it till the end. But that works for that area. I don't have any holes in any of the spikes. Or do I? Yep, there's one right there. So I'll use the pen to polygon tool and just fill that hole in. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill this guy in here. Let's go ahead and just weld these guys. So I'm going to weld that one over here. And that looks good. Bringing these guys up to where they're a little bit more on the same playing field as the lower back here. One thing I don't like about the modeling toolkit is once you get into it, they try to keep you in with all the modeling toolkit gizmos, and I don't really like that. I like a lot of the old tools, gizmos looked and worked. I don't like being forced into using these gizmos, but you know, such is life. No big deal. I'm not happy about it. Okay, so now I just got to pin this last guy here. Okay, so now we're good. I just need to straighten out the edges on the back, and this guy will be kind of ready to mirror over, and we can start working on connecting in or making the arms and legs, connecting those in as well. So let's see here. Go into edge mode. Double select this edge. Deselect everything except for these actual edges here. Okay, that's perfect. So now I'm going to go to my 4-panel view, snap into that guy, from the front view, use my scale tool, and that'll make it to where these edges will come up to where they're completely in line with each other. So teal box, I'm lining it up on the X. And now I'm going to translate it. I'm going to make sure my grid snap is turned on. That way it'll snap between these boxes and it'll snap right to the origin. Okay, so now we're in good shape. Let's go back to object mode and check out our 4-panel view. Okay, that looks pretty decent. So all we got to do now is connect the head up with this guy, and that'll be good. I think that we also have to finish off the back end here, but I think that we can easily do that on the actual retop section instead of trying to make it up as we go. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back into my retop and just finish off the buttocks area and connect with the crotch and the cup, the back here, and I'll connect that in as well. So going back to my channel box, make sure this is add to my resurfaced, turn off history, go turn off my resurfaced, turn on my scan surface. Good. History on that guy. So now all I gotta do is, well, we'll turn on this, and oh, this wasn't added to live yet, so let's go ahead and make that live again. Good. Okay. And turn on my quad draw tool and get to work here. Just quad drawing it out. Alright, so we got 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this is where want to make sure that connects up with, is that it matches up with this face over here from our other back piece. Make sure this one matches up, make sure that one matches up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, looks like I need one more going that way. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that all lines up. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and just work my way down to the crotch area. My new Groot. It's almost an excessive amount of geometry coming into the crotch area, but maybe I can run some of it back down to the leg so it doesn't look so. Let's see here. We only got a couple coming up from this side, so we kind of need to do that anyways. So let's just do that. Since we already retopped the front, we want to make sure that the back lines up. And we have a ton of geometry coming out the back side here, so just to be creative. It's just kind of one of those areas where if you know what you're doing, you're in good shape. If you forget about something, you'll have to go through and fix it. Okay, so we mainly have two, so those two are the ones that are going to be going down. Okay, bit of an odd shaping butt, but you know, he's Groot, so it's okay. Alright, so I'm just going to go to object mode now. Control D, duplicate that guy off, and go to my channel box. I'm going to turn on my resurfaced, turn off my scan. I'm just going to move his butt on over, center pivot that guy, move it over. You got to turn off live. Just want to snap all over the place. Okay, it's almost there. That will actually work. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, I think. Okay, so I'm going to add this guy over to my scanned reference. And this guy's being added to my resurfaced. And I'm going to combine these two. Combine the meshes. Now I just have to go back into my modeling toolkit and target weld these guys together. Oh, before I do that, actually, let's skip the step. Got to make sure that these edges here all line up with our world axis here. Turn on grid snapping. turn off. Live isn't on. There we go. All right, now it's ready. This edge and looks like I might have one extra edge under here actually that I didn't want, so I'm gonna actually have to delete off. Let's say go to edit mesh, delete edge vertex. Still got all quads there, all quads here. Okay, it's not pretty in here. This isn't a great edge flow at all, but you know it'll work. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't notice. Okay, so now we're gonna bridge these two here. Go to edge, 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 and edge, and we'll just run a bridge. One edge. Okay, good. Gonna do the same thing over here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I deleted off once and I'm missing one. Okay. Well, let's just get creative and see what happens. So, I'm going to use my target weld tool. Just go ahead and start welding some of this together, and I'll figure it out as we go. Maybe I'll undo that. I'm going to weld in this guy. I think I can append that in, create some geometry. Yeah, I'll append this across here and I'll append that. So push this in just a little bit so it's blocky looking. Pick this one up so we have a good looking quad there. And then I'll pen these two in, and then we'll be done. Here, G, enter. Okay, so now we're in good shape. Lower end's all done. Good. So now all we got to do is mirror this guy over, and then we're ready to be done with the torso, start working on our limbs. So let's go ahead and mirror. We'll go to mesh, mirror geometry. And that did a pretty darn good job. I have one little triangle snap too because the threshold was too high, so I'm just going to go to the channel box, inside of inputs, apply mirror 1, merge threshold set to 0.01. I'm going to change that to 0.01. Nope. Okay, let's try 0.001. Okay, so that one's just being stubborn. We'll change it back to 0.1. That should have handled this guy here, but if it wants to be stubborn, I have my ways of fixing this. You just go through and go to face, and delete these two guys, and face, and delete these two guys. Just edge, 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 and we'll extrude straight up. And then I'll just use my modeling toolkit's target weld tool. Okay, Mr. Stubborn. There we go. I'll just target weld these two guys together and call it a day. Okay. There we go. Our Groot torso is looking good. All we gotta do is connect the head up, and again, we're not going to do that until a little bit later. I want to deal with the arms and legs. In fact, after I get the arms and legs on one side done, I'm actually going to delete the torso again and then remirror it. I'm going to save the connection to the head to the very last. But anyways, this is a good stopping point. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now. Our torso is looking good. Go ahead and save. And next lesson we'll do the leg, and then we'll attach that on there. And the following lesson we'll do the arm and have that attached. And then we should be close to being ready to go ahead and attach the head. So probably 3 more lessons, hopefully. And we'll be done modeling our Groot and have it all nice and retopped. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.